Hey garden fam, welcome back to The Sprout. Today we're talking about one of the most versatile, toughest, and most rewarding plants you can grow, sedum. You might know it as stone crop, and it's called that for a reason. It grows on rocks, it grows in cracks in walls, it grows on green roofs with almost no soil. It's the plant that survives where almost nothing else will. Sedums are succulent perennials that store water in their thick, fleshy leaves and stems. They come in hundreds of varieties, from tiny ground-hugging mats to upright plants that stand 2 feet tall. They produce clusters of tiny star-shaped flowers in pink, yellow, white, and red that bloom for weeks and attract bees and butterflies. And they ask almost nothing in return. In this video, I'll teach you everything you need to know, the different types of sedums, how to plant them, water them, propagate them, and keep them looking great. Before we dive in, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We put out new gardening videos every week, and I don't want you to miss the next one. Also, drop a comment below. Do you grow sedums? What's your favorite variety? I'd love to hear about it. Now let's get into it. First, let's talk about why sedums are so special. Sedums are native to Europe, North Africa, and Asia, but they've become garden staples around the world. The genus Sedum is huge. Some sources say over 300 species, others say up to 600. They come in 3 main growth habits: ground covers that spread low and form mats, upright varieties that grow in tall clumps and produce spectacular flowers, and trailing types that spill over the edges of containers and walls. The most famous upright sedum is Autumn Joy, also known as Hylotelephium herbstfreud. It's a classic. It grows 18 to 24 inches tall with fleshy gray-green leaves and large heads of tiny flowers that start pink, turn bronze, and then copper red in fall. For ground covers, Angelina with its golden chartreuse foliage is a favorite. And for containers, the trailing burro's tail or donkey's tail, Sedum morganonium with its cascading chains of bluish-green leaves is a showstopper. Now let's start with light. Sedums need full sun to produce their best colors and the most flowers. In full sun, the foliage will be compact and the colors will be intense. Reds will be redder and golds will be golder. In too much shade, they get leggy and lose their color. They can tolerate partial shade, especially in hot climates, but for the best display, give them at least 6 hours of direct sun daily. Now let's talk about soil. This is the most important part of sedum care. Sedums need fast-draining, gritty soil. In their natural habitat, they grow in rocky, sandy, low-fertility soils. They don't like wet feet. Poorly draining soil will rot the roots faster than you can say stone crop. If you're planting in the ground, make sure the soil is well drained. If you're planting in containers, use a cactus and succulent potting mix, or make your own. Mix equal parts potting soil, coarse sand, and perlite or pumice. Add grit, lots of grit. The goal is to create a mix where water flows through quickly and doesn't stay trapped around the roots. Now let's talk about planting. The best time to plant sedums is spring or early fall. Dig a hole just wide enough for the root ball. Plant at the same depth it was growing in its pot. Space plants according to their mature size. For ground covers, plant them 6 to 8 inches apart. For upright varieties, space them 12 to 18 inches apart. Water thoroughly after planting. Mulch with gravel or small stones, not organic mulch that holds moisture. Now let's talk about watering. The golden rule of sedum care is water sparingly. Sedums are drought-tolerant succulents. They store water in their leaves. Overwatering is the #1 killer. Use the soak and dry method. Water thoroughly, then wait until the soil is completely dry before watering again. During the growing season, that might be once a week in hot weather or every 2 weeks in cooler weather. In winter, you can water even less. In the ground, established sedums often don't need any supplemental water at all. Now let's talk about fertilizing. Sedums are not heavy feeders. They thrive in poor, low-fertility soil. Too much fertilizer, especially too much nitrogen, makes them floppy and soft and reduces flowering. If you want to feed them, apply a light dose of a low-nitrogen, balanced fertilizer once in early spring. That's it. For most gardeners, a layer of compost is all they need. Now let's talk about pruning. Sedums need very little maintenance, but a bit of pruning keeps them looking tidy. For upright varieties, you can pinch back the tips in mid-spring. This is called the Chelsea chop. It encourages branching and produces shorter, bushier plants. For ground covers, you can trim back any wayward stems to keep them in bounds. For all sedums, leave the dried flower heads standing over winter. They add winter interest and provide food for birds. Cut the old stems back to the ground in early spring before new growth emerges. Now let's talk about common problems. Let's go through them one by one. Problem 1. Rot and overwatering. This is the most common problem. The plant looks mushy, soft, and black at the base. There's no cure. Prevention is key. Make sure your soil drains well and your pot has holes. Water only when the soil is dry. Problem 2. Leggy growth with large gaps between leaves. Not enough light. Move to a sunnier spot. Problem 3. Poor flowering. Too much nitrogen fertilizer or too much shade. Stop fertilizing, give it more light. Problem 4. Pests. Aphids, mealybugs, and scale can sometimes appear. Mealybugs leave white patches on stems. Scale insects cause brown bumps. Wipe them off with rubbing alcohol or use insecticidal soap. Problem 5. Fungal leaf spots. This happens in humid, crowded conditions. Improve air circulation, remove infected leaves, increase spacing. Here's where you come in. Drop a comment below. Do you grow sedums? What's your favorite variety? Do you grow autumn joy? I'd love to know. Now let's talk about propagation. Sedums are one of the easiest plants to propagate. You can divide them, take stem cuttings, or even propagate from a single leaf. For division, dig up a mature clump in spring or fall and split it into sections. Each section should have roots and shoots. Replant them immediately. For stem cuttings, take a 2 to 4 inch tip cutting in spring or early summer. Remove the lower leaves, let the cut end callus for a day or 2, then stick it in gritty, well-draining soil. It will root in 2 to 4 weeks. For leaf cuttings, pull off a healthy leaf. Let the cut end callus. Place it on top of gritty soil, mist lightly. New roots and tiny plants will form at the base. You can even root them by just placing them on damp newspaper. Now let's talk about sedums in containers. Sedums are perfect for containers. Use a terracotta pot with a drainage hole. Use a gritty, fast-draining potting mix. Water sparingly. Place in full sun. Trailing varieties like Burrow's Tail are spectacular in hanging baskets. Upright varieties add height and texture to mixed succulent bowls. Now let's talk about sedums in the landscape. Sedums are incredibly versatile. Use low-growing ground covers like Angelina or Dragon's Blood to carpet dry slopes and rock gardens. Use upright varieties like Autumn Joy at the front of perennial borders for late-season color. Use them in green roofs, between stepping stones, and on dry stone walls. Sedums are one of the most popular plants for extensive green roofs because they require almost no maintenance. Let me give you a few quick answers to common questions. How tall do sedums get? Ground covers stay under 6 inches. Upright varieties can reach 18 to 24 inches. Autumn Joy is about 2 feet tall. When do sedums bloom? Upright varieties bloom in late summer and fall. Ground covers often bloom in summer. Are sedums deer resistant? Yes, deer generally avoid them. Are sedums cold hardy? Many are hardy in zones 3 through 9. Some species are frost tender and need protection. Let's wrap everything up. Sedums are the ultimate low-maintenance plants. Give them full sun, plant them in grinny, fast-draining soil, water sparingly, let the soil dry out between waterings, don't fertilize, prune once a year in spring, and propagate by division, stem cuttings, or leaf cuttings. Here's the most important thing to remember. Sedums are the plants for lazy gardeners. They thrive on neglect. They store their own water, they feed themselves in poor soil, they look great for months. Plant them, water them for the first season, and then let them do their thing. You'll be rewarded with months of beautiful foliage and flowers and a garden that practically takes care of itself. Before you go, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. Are you planting sedums this year? What's your favorite variety? I'd love to know. Also, what plant should I cover next? Sempervivum, Echeveria, Agave? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care of your garden, and it will take care of you. See you in the next video.